Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review.
First off, I would feel pissed off that Billy felt the need to bring my products to the fucking road for real.
Yeah,
right.
See what I'm saying? Jen, they didn't make Jen a real black woman, because Jen would have drug his ass around that building and then back and forth and back around.
Those products needed to be in the road for them to get that spell in the first trial. Yeah. So Jen was over here
and also
helping in multiple.
Billy came off as a fan.
Yep.
Of
he
all
liked
these
her.
women.
Yes.
He was a fan of Jennifer. He was a fan of Agatha.
Of the song, but
of the song
of the mother, of
Alice's mom.
And
he was a fan trying to be around all these people. He was just trying to show that, I do belong in this coven. I can help, And in all honesty, Billy came off as being an apprentice.
Agatha kept trying to keep Billy out of that coven, and he kept wanting to get his ass in there. And I think that was her way of protecting him, though, because she kept telling him, "You ain't in the coven. Stop. You ain't in the coven. You ain't got to do these trials."
Because she thought it was Nick. That's the only reason. I said, "She like this bitch ass nigga is my enemy again."
Yeah.
So I was thinking too, because they seemed like they were trying to sell it as if Agatha thought that was her son.
She did.
Yeah.
That's why Rio told her, like, that's not your boy. And that's when they fell out for real.
But then we saw her son. I'm like,
Jazz, they don't matter, because if Wanda come across Billy, she come across Billy again, what that woman gonna be like? She probably gonna feel him. I'm saying Nick was 6 years old when he died. He would have been 16. He would have looked like you think he'll look the same, the exact same?
You don't know your son's face?
But again,
Jazz, come on now. I'm just saying. You done died. Well, he done died.
You don't know that nose?
It's a complete.
Know his bastards.
This nigga said you don't know that nose.
Corliss know his bastards. All of them.
I don't watch. I don't watch the 100
episodes too.
I don't watch the 100 episodes of Maury. The nose don't matter. Everybody got. It's always the nose.
Look right here, Mary.
But also, you're looking at you're trying to I guess we're trying to make magical people go through real shit. Like we're bringing reality into magic, right? So would Wanda recognize Billy? Of course, because the magic that the powers that they share, she's going to recognize it. He's not going to be the little boy that he was in WandaVision, but she's going to have sense to know that's my Billy. That's my kid. And also at the end of WandaVision, the children gained their powers. Billy became Wiccan. Tommy, in some cases, became Speed. So those things would be sensed by her. And I think even though Elizabeth Olsen is tight-lipped, she's going to make a comeback. Because Marvel had already said
you got to
bring back Wanda.
Marvel already said they're bringing in the Marvel Knights series, and if you bring in the Marvel Knights series, that means you're moving into more of the mysticism, supernatural,
Blade.
Well,
all right,
leave that nigga alone. Leave that nigga alone.
But again, look. You know who I would love to see make an appearance in a Marvel film now that we have No.
Sir.
Jonathan.
Sir.
Stop.
I would
No.
I would love to see, and the name, yes, it'll be a problem, but brother slash Dr.
Proto,
Voodoo.
yeah. The Haitians, they eating the dogs. No, but Haitians, yes. Haitians.
Who?
I would brother Voodoo.
Brother Voodoo.
I
Brother
don't know.
Voodoo. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Um,
he's
Next level nerds.
he's another sorcerer supreme. He doesn't
they
come
different
from
with
the
this shit.
comic. But yeah, he was a missed opportunity to be introduced in Doctor Strange too. They
If
might
brother was-
look at goddamn it, they
his
can
brother
get every
was.
goddamn character.
yes, his brother was in Doctor
Brother
Yes,
Voodoo.
correct. But he's
But
another
again-
sorcerer. But he's
Is
black.
is he Mordo, brother?
No, he's not
No.
Kenta Mordo at all.
No.
Oh,
At
okay.
all.
The Mordo ain't black.
They can't put
Oh,
they can't
I've
put
seen
it. They
this
can't
dude
put
before.
they can't put
people.
everybody.
Yeah.
They
But
can't
here's
put
the thing.
everybody in the series. You got to
If
make
you-
sense. That's what
right.
they stopped making sense at some point. Now they're trying to
But-
make sense again.
but
Let's
keep
break,
in mind-
let's break.
He was a sorcerer supreme.
He was
He was for a minute.
For a minute.
Now he's doing his own thing. But the thing is that now that we are into the supernatural, and that's a cool ass. He looks like
He look
Spawn
like
right there, but that
Spawn.
is it's a cool ass
With
outfit.
a cloak on,
He
huh?
look kind of
Yeah.
cute
Yep.
too. Okay, let's zoom in on his
But-
face.
No, because there's a couple of versions of him. This one is looking like
Yeah.
he's. Oh wait,
Oh, he
my
has
screen
different
is blurred.
costumes.
yeah, this
What
one
was his
looking
name?
like
Daniel
he's
Drum.
straight out of somebody's
He
jungle.
got too
in
many
this little
clothes on.
If you
outfit.
okay, Jazz, I need you to sit on some ice. Park it.
Oh,
Ice.
Jazz hot and bothered over Dr.
Bothered.
Voodoo.
He could turn me into a zombie.
It's
But,
been a
there you go,
frustrating
Jazz.
day. Okay, show
Baby,
this.
I tell you
But
what.
again, it would be cool because now you are into the supernatural aspect of the Marvel universe. So you can bring over you could bring in the elder gods. You can bring in more of the cosmic deities. You can now have fun with it. And like with Brother Voodoo, he interacted with Agatha Harkness. Now, that interaction is hilarious,
Yes.
but it still happened. You can bring in Blade, and I think they should do Blade like they did with Black Panther. Introduce him in one of the Marvel Knights films. Let everybody understand this is who we got and this is where we're going. And that gives you time to bring in that movie, full strength. Just give him the Black Panther treatment. It may work, it may not work. I don't know.
It's just right now in the current Marvel schedule, because again, they're going into the Secret Wars. This is going to be happening after, because they're going full swing X-Men after Secret Wars, and there's mutant related characters tied to all that. It's like even in Werewolf by Night, which was one of the Marvel presentations they had, which
I thought was damn good.
It was crisp. But anyway, Man Thing in that bitch. Come on.
That
You know what
shit
I
was
need?
mid. It was mid.
Okay, I need you to just live in your world of the acolyte. Real people are talking.
Dude, Anthony, like that shit was mid. Like,
Just like
That's worse. That's
No,
worse
no.
than calling a woman a bitch. I'm gonna tell you now, Jazz.
like, I'm
This
just
your
sitting there
pod.
like,
This
oh,
this
my
your
show?
podcast.
We're not doing that.
Just saying.
We're not doing that. And here you go. You're supposed to be
No.
my side. My
I'm
partner.
here. I'm called.
Muted,
I
not
called it
doing
out to
nothing.
let you know. I
Muted.
called it out to let you know.
I
Not
have the
supportive.
utmost respect for Jazz.
I support the
I
black
do.
woman.
I have always supported black women. Hell, I voted for a
came
black
out of a
woman.
black woman.
What I'm saying is,
I make love to a black woman.
I was gonna
Okay,
say
black
he gonna say he came out of one and be coming in
Right.
one. So
hey,
What she said.
I am old school. Werewolf by Night was very old school. It catered to what I loved about it. The old comic books, everything. It was a classic horror film. Classic. Now, you're entitled to mid. That's fine. It didn't move you. But you're wrong. And what I'm saying
nigga
is,
say, but you're wrong.
what I'm saying is, Marvel, I think, with the way Agatha, the way it rolled out, the way the characters were written and portrayed, and how the show really just kicked ass. Kevin Feige and the gang need to step back, pay attention, look at Jack Schaefer and go, okay, Jack, I need you to be right here. This is me. This is you with Marvel Marvel television, right?
Yes.
And let Jack have his people with him. And they don't need to do 700 shows.
They don't.
Pick a character. pick a strong a character that is either solidified, that you know they're not going to use in the movies, because once Feige said this is going in the movies, it's hard to use them, and center the universe around that character.
But that's just it. If you pick one and center, people are going to continue to have this conversation because they're going to be like, oh, you picked this one, but what about this one that's like this one? What about this one that's like this one? Well, what about this one that's like, and then it's good. Marvel's got enough, believe me, Marvel's got enough people and ammunition that this shit can go on until my children are goddamn 100 years old.
But they're smart. Here's the thing, though. They have to be smart about it, too, because the problem that what happened after Endgame was that they introduced a lot of characters all at once instead of actually having these characters solidified. And also, this one thing, and Ms. Marvel proved that you're introducing these characters, and also Monica Rambeau, much as I love her, you introduce these characters on Disney Plus shows, and then you think that we're going to put them in a movie and they're going to be successful. The Marvels proved that.
So
we did have issues, and yes, we did.
Yes,
I'm going to go in here and say,
I'm sorry, Jess.
The Marvels got a lot of hate due to Brie Larson because you have a lot of racist and sexist nerds that felt the need to bash the movie that did not even see it.
It was not even.
It was ridiculous because then once it hit Disney Plus, people started saying, "Damn, I wish I would have saw this in theaters. Damn, this movie was fun. Damn, why didn't I see this in theaters?"
That's what I was like. I didn't find it to be that bad.
The movie wasn't bad. The movie had a full-on troll hate train, in my opinion. I think the way that Monica was presented in WandaVision and her going into that movie was fucking amazing, in my opinion. And I just feel like the trolls is why the Marvels did not succeed in theaters, and it's extremely unfortunate because me personally, I was not a fan of the Miss Marvel series, but I enjoyed Kamala in the movie. That's one of Jason's favorites too. I wasn't a fan of it, but
we had the writer strike going on.
Yeah, the writer strike, and also
was being held back.
You also have Variety made a whole hit piece.
Oh my god!
The day or week before the movie came out, and it was just. But here's the thing. Yeah. Also, those characters, Miss Marvel, came out in the worst time possible in terms of the show, because when they released that show, it was under Secret Invasion was horrible. But they when they introduced that Miss Marvel, it was under several shows. It was under Obi-Wan. It was under Stranger Things season 4 part 2, and then they also had The Boys happening at the exact same time when that show was coming out.
Happy. The bros were were held at attention with those shows.
But I can also say, you think about when Agatha was released, it was released during the same time as The Penguin, which is DC, which is a successful show. A lot of people love it. And Agatha was able to get a large viewership on top of the World Series happening around the same time, a women-led series. Now, I'm not even gonna, like, Michael, I completely agree with you. I do feel like it got shitted on because of the hate.
There's several factors to be honestly. I'm not being disingenuous on that. Yeah. As a film pundit, understanding like, okay, one thing of you promoting the film, the press behind it, also what actors what they're saying. I get it, and also the media. But I'm talking about with these particular characters, like Wanda is still a popular character, and they kind of just, even though, again, that's why I had issues with Multiverse of Madness, but it was like, in terms of her characters, still strong.
She carried that movie.
Let it go, brother.
She really.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying,
Wanda.
I'm just saying that there was, because here's the thing, because this character is not, she have not even tapped to her fullest potential, which is why you're probably not going to see her until after Secret Wars, because once and this is what you're talking about with only like, why I only care about one character. Because the thing, Marvel is scared of bringing the X-Men because they know once they use that bullet and bring the X-Men, nobody's gonna give a fuck about any of the other characters. Nobody's gonna give a damn about Moon Knight. Nobody's gonna give a damn about Monica Rambeau. Nobody's gonna give a damn about any of the other characters. No, they don't care. They can only care about X-Men and how other X-Men relate to all these other properties. So, which if you want to keep using the mutants to enhance other stories, then they could, but they have to wait until. Go ahead.
I will say this, Michael. It's not that the X-Men is going to ruin that moment. It's Wolverine is going to ruin that moment because out of everybody I've known, no one, unless you a hardcore comic fan, Wolverine is the X-Men at the end of the day. Black folks will gravitate towards Storm. True.
Scott.
Yeah,
Scott.
Scott.
What?
Cyclops.
Cyclops. You got to put some respect on his name. But the thing is,
I don't that.
Wolverine.
No,
he's a simp.
No, I don't have.
Here's the thing.
You want a simp?
Look at you calling simp.
That nigga there.
To me, my niggas.
Oh my god,
not good.
Wait,
But say everybody will live forever.
Michael, give me the Stevie.
What? Let me tell you.
Not Ray
You
Charles.
actually, I'm getting
Ray
music Soul
Charles.
Child.
Oh, you
I
said,
get music
you
Soul
said
Child.
Stevie.
I'm sorry.
there you go.
I couldn't see Stevie Wonder with optic blast because we all did. But what I'm saying is,
He be driving with regular glasses.
Yeah. But again, it really is just Wolverine. But going back to what Elaine said, just concentrating on one character. The thing is that even though you concentrate on one character, the difference that I love about Marvel than DC, and it took DC years for them to do it, is the interaction that one character would have with the entire Marvel universe.
Yes.
Everybody knows everybody.
Mm-hmm.
When Marvel hit, the first comic from the new Marvel comics back in 1961 was the Fantastic
Four.
Then you got Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, and so on and so forth. But the thing is, Spider-Man's first full issue, in order for him to be well known, even though people loved Amazing Fantasy number 15, which is the last story of the magazine, was he met up with the Fantastic Four. The cover is him with a bag over his face in a Fantastic Four outfit because he ain't clean his outfit.
He need a clean outfit, right? But
and
also Agatha, right?
Agatha
was the
babysitter.
Was the babysitter for their children. So there's ways now, but she's a ghost. They're not going to keep doing that. And so that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, she has pivotal roles in other characters, like in future installments and stuff that they could use. But I think she's gonna still be hanging around with the Young Avengers and just being like the nagging ghost or whatever. But I still, the fact that they have her as a ghost, which is in the comics, is when Wanda comes back. That's a whole interaction that's had with Wanda and Agatha when Agatha is a ghost and Scarlet Witch is back and they're having a conversation and mess about everything they experience and stuff. That's what I think that they're leading to. But yeah, that Agatha is a ghost. That's in the comics.
Here's my question: do you think she's going to become a white witch? I'm not talking about skin color. Yeah. Do you think the way that they have her right now, if you look at how she looks in her ghostly form,
yeah, because her hair was gray. Like she didn't just turn into herself, but opaque. She turned into like everything is totally different looking.
She looks like Stevie Nicks. Like I'm waiting for her to do spins and start singing the Beyonce song thing.
Nigga.
I don't know.
With a scarf and a shawl.
Yeah. Like, and have all these white women losing their goddamn mind. But what I do love that came from Agatha all along was the camaraderie that happens at the end. Because is it Lilia?
Yeah.
There. She looks like Stevie Nicks.
Fresh out of the Coven from American Horror Story.
I love the fact how Lilia said, I couldn't stand none of y'all. I did not want to be around any of you. And while I enjoyed the Alice centric episode, Lilia's episode was just so well done. Just living out of time, like boom, boom, boom. She's living all these
I kind of felt the
once.
worst at that point for Lilia. I didn't think hers was that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you showed that, she had met this child before in the Rock and she couldn't remember, she was living out because at first I was like, what the fuck is going on with these time jumps? And then I was like, oh,
she's living
it finally dawned on me that
sequence.
she's living out of sequence like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't, it's one thing, okay, your powers have been taken. And then you've got Alice's story where she's got, this demon or whatever she thinks has followed her family. I'm like, motherfucker, can I really just live my life out of sequence?
That's
Like
scary.
constantly jumping in and out and in and out of
To the point
different
where she
time
thought
frames.
she was losing, like she was going crazy. She thought she
Yeah.
was crazy, and she was afraid of even her own powers. But then you see her, was it a mother or grandmother? It
I
was a
think it was her
I,
grandmother.
grandmother.
I think it was a grandmother.
And I love how her grandmother kept telling her, "What do you see? What do you have? What do you know? What do you
Yeah,
see?
bitch, I
What do you
see
see?"
everything. What the fuck do you
And
mean? What do I see? I
but
see every fucking thing.
what she was trying to show Lilia was, don't be afraid of what's to come. Don't be afraid of your powers.
Right.
You have to live and embrace the gift you were given. And that was the thing that she suffered as a child. She held it back. And I think it was because of Rio, when she saw Rio taking her grandmother, she shut a lot of that off, to the point where even in life, look where she ended up. She turned into a con artist, or those she felt like, as a fortune teller, as a palm reader. So she kept hiding from who she was. Like, I love the whole fact that when they made the brooms and she's like, "Are you serious? Are we doing this?"
That you got to fight the
Yeah.
patriarchy.
Yeah, we got to fight the patriarchy. So, well, but we're going to do it.
I felt like that was such a Patti LuPone moment, though. I don't think that
Yeah.
was. I
It
feel like
wasn't
they
scripted.
specifically put that
Yeah.
in there for Patti LuPone.
It was
Jack
great
Schaefer was like, "Let her have a moment."
because
she rode with it.
because throughout the entire series, she kept saying, "Death comes for us all." To where,
Right.
regardless of what you're doing, where you're at, that is one thing that's going to be consistent with all of us. That's one thing that we all have in common, is death is going to come for us all.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, even though the road was fake, you see they were able to actually confront demons that they were dealing with and able to like just combat so many things. And so that's why I feel like I love this series so much, because I'm just like, you see so much character development. Because like you were I don't remember who said it earlier, it's like Jen's character development through this. Jen did start off selfish as fuck, and I think it was Jason mentioned, because she would be pushing people like, "Lo, let me go ahead and down this road first, let me get in this oven first, I'm trying to survive." But then she made it her obligation, I have to make sure y'all survive. I didn't try to save Alice, and Lilia wouldn't let me save her. So she made it her obligation to try to save Agatha and Teen Billy.
Right. But again, now that we see it all together, there was a reason Lilia didn't let her do it.
Exactly. Right.
She had to make it to the end. Jennifer was the chosen one to make it to the end. And when she did, and she fulfilled what she was supposed to do, she went home. And I love that when Billy's like, "Where did Jennifer go?" She was like, "I got my shit. Later, bitches." So now, game over.
I'm curious, like now, because she still thinks the road is real. And a lot of people had different theories on where we might see Jen when we come back up.
But is the road not real now?
He closed the door.
Like he
closed real.
Right.
No, he shut it down.
It's like saying, it's like saying when Wanda is her hex is still gone, even though she left it. Like, no. You are the sole source. When you were done, then it dissipated and disappeared. And what he just did again, he creating reality. Which one thing I love, the fact when he walked out, out of the house, with the hood on, it was the same way that Wanda walked out. I was like, perfect. But no, it was I think, in terms of the Witch's Road, of like what it represented, WandaVision represented the stages of grief. This represented dealing with trauma, and and dealing with generational curses, and basically family trauma, your individual trauma, and overcoming that. So and I think, in terms of what Jack Schaefer, what he's done consistently, what you're showing is that, okay, you are now succeeding with these characters that might not be well known, and you're still making them interesting even in this serialized form of television. To the fact that even though Marvel still has an issue with their 23-minute episodes, which still pisses me off, minus the credits, because again, even if it's like 36 minutes, somewhat, you got 9 minutes of credits, whatever, it's like, okay, come on now. Penguin, one episode, entree, and I can wait a week for that. There's some things, with Marvel, their episodes sometimes be like, okay, do I have to wait for this? No. So hopefully with Daredevil, they can get an hour, episode in and stuff like that. But what they the time they had here with 9 episodes, I felt again he succeeded with this, especially with the final two. Wasn't a the finale wasn't a knockout the par, but it definitely wasn't a they didn't take an L. I would just say that it still was like I understand why they did the 2 episodes because it was new. It was something I haven't really experienced with any other Disney Plus show like second to final episodes of their shows. That like what the way they did it with this show, that really never happened. So
right,
yeah.
yeah,
And
it did coincide with Halloween too, so that was a smart move as well.
Right. And I want to throw in Jack Schaefer, the writer director, is a woman. So yeah,
I kept saying he. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Is Wiccan? So my first experience with Wiccan was like when WandaVision first started. I just never got into like Wanda Maximoff and Vision. I kind of never went down that road of comics and comic books until these shows started coming out. Is Wiccan kind of akin power wise to like Reed's kid, Franklin Richards?
No.
Similar. No, like in terms of like again, he's part of a
like
prophecy.
Creating.
He's a part of a prophecy, but Franklin Richards is nothing.
Is a
like he is a so
Franklin is a god.
He's a god. Galactus is his bitch.
Yes. Look, I still have that comic. I still got that comic. Whenever
so like, what is the extent?
What is supposed to be the extent
of Wiccan
like galaxies and stuff?
What's the extent? Because of course Wiccan being Vision and Wanda being who she is. What is the level of
their
his
cosmic hierarchy?
Power? Yeah,
the hierarchy of power. So no, Scarlet Witch is a Nexus being, meaning that she's a person that can travel to different universes, even though in Multiverse Madness they kind of throw it out the window, but in comics, WandaVision followed it and he literally said Nexus being. But anyway, Wiccan is part of a prophecy, and actually it's a being that controls reality. It's similar to Scarlet Witch, but they have a role importance, especially his now husband, Hawkling and stuff, and they get married. Hawkling is also a ruler. He becomes a ruler, I believe, of I forgot either Kree or Skrull. I forgot what happened, but which nation that he takes control over. And but yeah,
I think it's the Skrulls because he's a shapeshifter, so I think it's the Skrulls.
Yeah. So he has royalty, on top of that. But Wiccan, he is a powerful being, but like Scarlet Witch is a different thing where that's a Nexus being. In terms of Reed Richards, nobody like Reed Richards. I mean, Franklin Richards. Franklin.
They make Galactus bitch.
Let me tell you, my favorite panel of little Franklin Richards, because I still have
playing with galaxies. He was
he had playing with galaxies in his hand.
You don't even know what he's playing with.
And I love how Reed's like, my kid. Yes, he
he's a mutant.
Galaxy.
He's a mutant.
Is he though?
But he's a mutant.
But see, I remember. So yes, and that's just it. I was like, when I started going down a rabbit hole years ago and kind of revisited it here shortly, like recently, it was like, is he considered a mutant because part of his powers are like part of him, how he can create is like, am I really a mutant, or is my power that I don't know? It was something like to do with, does he actually have power, or does his power let him not have power, or I don't know. It was some like inner struggle type shit that I went down this rabbit hole about.
This is the problem. In the Krakoa saga that just happened a few years back, all mutants were welcome on Krakoa. Franklin walked in and they just went, no, you can't go. They told him, nah, bro. Krakoa said, you can't walk through this gate. But the way they're writing it, Franklin had shut off his own powers by will.
That's what it was. Yes,
shut
that's what it was.
Off. He was just like, I'm not ready to do this.
That's what it was. I was like, there was something like he wasn't he wasn't a mutant, but it was a power that made him not. But yes, it was that he could shut off his powers.
When he's like a toddler, that's like his most powerful form.
Franklin had made himself turn into a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus in an issue. Like he was a grown-up Well, he's a white child.
Yeah,
Well, he wasn't
black.
Jesus. Well, that was Lois Lane. We're gonna talk about that another time. But again, when we look at Billy, the way they put Billy's powers in here, I love the fact that he had no control over it.
Mm.
I love how they usual suspected when he starts to realize, holy shit, I created this.
Right.
And just within his room, because the Ouija board and the road, the album.
Was a good
I love that was a good reveal.
Like a good reveal.
I love the fact that Aubrey Plaza, she laughed and I caught that. I was like, why's she laughing?
Right. Because that's the thing. Her that whole thing was
she knew.
Look,
yeah.
Oh, of course. I'm a cosmic being. I understand the way this is going. This is why I wanted Billy. You have a reality shifter. That has to be taken out because Billy can ruin the natural order of things. That's a problem.
Broke the rules.
He broke the
But
rules.
See, I initially thought that she wanted Billy not only for him, of course, the way that he can break the rules, but the fact that is Billy with so many sacred timelines, is Billy even of any timeline? Because Vision Vision, there's this whole, is Vision real? Is he a man? Is he a this? Is he a that? Like, is this motherfucker shooting sperm to make a baby? Like, how?
Again, this is the thing. Now, this is the thing where, because there's rumors that they already cast a Mephisto, and he's gonna be Ironheart with the Anthony Ramos character, the Hood, who has magic,
right? Because of the cloak, which is Mephisto's cloak. Is it Mephisto's or Cathone's?
I think it's Mephisto's.
Mephisto. Oh well, shit. Mephisto gonna have a field day.
Because but with that in the comics about what you talk about the creation, that he comes from a piece of Mephisto's soul, both Billy and Tommy. But yet Wanda never knew that, right? But the point about it was in the MCU, it's still a lingering thread of like, okay, listen, you create all this stuff with chaos magic, right? But then when they're talking about saying the agent of Mephisto, was that an agent of Mephisto was Ghost Rider? That's literally what he is. But which is why, like, the reason why you said that, because your cousin is Ghost Rider and stuff. So like but in terms of related to Billy and Tommy, they're gonna have to, if they want to have everyone asking for Mephisto or really want to get it. And once they get to this whole children crusade storyline with the Young Avengers, that finally when you have Billy and have Tom, like, hey, by the way, Wanda, you didn't create them. I did. They're a piece of my soul. I control them. That can be, again, another, flip on the story that makes it more,
and then he raises his hands, and there's Billy and Tommy as puppets.
The way that Wanda was tearing down worlds behind Billy and Tommy, just to turn around and be like, they're not yours, right?
Well, I'll do you one bit. Also, we never talked about the sigil. So again, going back to Multiverse of Madness, you mean tell me that this bitch who did not know that? Hey, by the way, so I'm gonna go through different universes. No. If I'm killing all these people, I'm killing. I'm about to almost kill Wong. I'm trying to get this Mexican girl in different universes. I'm trying to go, kill a bunch of these witches and wizards. At the Doctor Strange temple and stuff. I'm gonna go kill Reed Richards. I'm gonna kill the black woman Maria Rambeau. I'm gonna kill Captain Carter. I'm gonna kill Professor X. I'm gonna kill Black Bolt. I can keep going. But my saying is that all that just for like, oh wait, by the way, one of your boys is still here this whole time, and we're not gonna tell you. That's a loophole writing. Like, wait, if we explain Billy, well, how do we do that? You can't say his soul was just immediately just lifted off. Wait,
it's blurred.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's blurred. Hold on. But y'all keep talking. Keep talking.
No, but seriously, I'm saying because of that. Now I understand why. Like, because you're protected. We're protecting you. But I call BS on that because that's showing exactly. Yeah, that's the shot with his hands. Yep.
But see, I get and for me though, with that, like sometimes the story just isn't the story wasn't a story yet. So like things have to things. They
didn't watch WandaVision. That's the problem.
Who didn't watch?
That's true.
Who
That's true.
They didn't watch WandaVision.
Yeah.
Right.
The creator of Multiverse of Madness. What's his name? I can't think of it.
You're right.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi. He said he did not watch WandaVision, which I think was a very terrible mistake.
You clearly saw the total
How
shit.
could you not? That's crazy.
But because again, that's the problem.
It's like doing your homework.
Marvel.
Right.
That's the thing. The problem was they got lazy. They didn't do their homework and this is the problem that happened with the multiverse. The issue of the multiverse, this whole thing that keep confusing everybody, started with Multiverse of Madness. Because at the time, you had Loki, you had WandaVision that was setting seeds there, and then you had the Spider-Man film. You had the top of the totem pole, right? So of this crossover multiverse. Then let's get Doctor Strange where you actually are connecting shit. And what do? They dropped the ball, literally. And now they can't follow their own logic that they established.
They're reestablishing and everything though. I feel like everything. I feel like
they are. It's kind of coming full circle in certain aspects. They're kind of closing up some of those gaps. But they're doing it with the Disney Plus shows versus.
Right. Like literally, Deadpool even said it about Alliance. Oh wait, from Loki season 1, episode 5. Like that's
funny. Yeah.
But again, I think and I like how you say where Marvel dropped the ball, but I believe they did it even before that at the D23 Expo. When Feige came on stage and said, okay, we gave y'all 10 years of this spectacle, right? And we wrapped it up in this beautiful bow. So what are we going to do for this next run? Well, we're going to make new beginnings, but we're going to make small character-centric movies that connect to really nothing. That's what he said. And people were kind of like, yeah, I feel that. You should. And then when they started teasing the Disney Plus shows, those shows were supposed to kind of be like, all right, this is where we're cleaning up from the death of Tony, no problem. But you don't need to watch a show to go see the movie. So people were like, okay, great. It kind of made sense. Yeah, I'm cool. But then they started saying, well, we need to do something because what was the first movie after Spider-Man No Way Home? The one that came right after. It was Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Everything started to not pop. And remember, the Disney shows weren't dropping when they were supposed to drop.
Then you had Moon Knight happening at the same time. Then you had the She-Hulk. Then you had the Miss Marvels. And then after that, at the end of the year, then that's aside from the whole what if stuff, you had Ant-Man. You had
Ant-Man.
Hawkeye. Black Panther.
Hawkeye came out before Spider-Man. Hawkeye came out on Christmas. Yes.
Yeah.
Because they were syncing it at the release of Spider-Man No Way Home because they had Kingpin in the 7th, 8th episode, but they didn't want to reveal that until someone you saw Spider-Man No Way Home and you saw Daredevil. It's like, oh, okay. So now they're connecting the show. Yes.
Yeah. So again, Marvel just had this hodgepodge that they thought, well, this is going to work out. This is going to work out. And then we start having the nerds rebelling. And then it was like, okay.
Agenda. The wokeness.
Yeah.
We're tired of the Marvel thing. Then you had
too many projects.
It was too many projects and none of them were fully cooked.
Or the fact that they were expecting them to be on Endgame and Infinity War level. That was the expectation, which does not make any sense to me, because how do you expect a movie that takes 10 years to build up to think you're going to get that
and do it in 2?
Like, what the fuck kind of sense does that make? No, I'm not going to get Infinity War Endgame material for a standalone because you didn't have that prior to either one of those films.
And we're spoiled.
Right.
And I think that's very
as fans.
Yeah. And I understand.
You
wanted more. You wanted that quality, and it's just like, wait a minute, y'all weren't getting that prior to those 2 films, and now you're expecting that.
But some of them seemed, even if you were looking for the quality, some of the shows just seemed very disconnected. The way that they came out, they were just very disconnected from each other, and so finally they started to kind of pull bits and pieces of them in. But by that point, you were like, what the fuck is the point? Like, okay, She-Hulk. I liked She-Hulk. But to me, it was wholly disconnected from what had come before it and what had come directly after.
So, and I also feel like a lot of people were looking for that connection when you really didn't need that. Because when you were watching Thor movies, you weren't looking for a Iron Man connection. when you were watching Captain.
If you were trained from the original MCU movies when they originally, you're looking for a connection. Now when we started doing these years, I said it's a living comic book at this point. It's a living, breathing comic book, and it doesn't have to connect to anything. Right. But people, hey, I need to connect to. I'm like, you don't need that, nigga. This is the story. Appreciate this story for what it is. Don't worry about what's going to come afterward. That you pissing yourself off in that. Now, the story that they gave us, does it make sense? It's a slinky. Now move. Yes, it's a slinky. I am, you know what I'm saying? But does the story that they gave us, that they laid out in front of us, does it make sense? Is it captivating? Does it matter? Do I care about this person? Do I care about something from this story? Yes or no? And if that's where I came from, where it's hidden for me, or if it's not. Like I said, She-Hulk was supposed to be like an Ally McBeal love story with the superhero. Right. That's what I took it for. And she was just, talking about agency of her body, just how being able to being the one to be in control of what she wants to do and how she wants to do it. You had Moon Knight, and often at the time these shows they fucking have a piss poor wrap up toward the end anyway. So I'm like, damn, y'all should focus more on in this motherfucking story properly, as opposed to goddamn me putting in 100 different motherfucking characters from a franchise. You can do that forever.
You're talking about Eternals rather than Moon Knight.
No.
Moon Knight was rushed. Now I told you from the beginning, I feel like Eternal should have been a TV show.
We said that multiple times. Moon Knight was good, but Moon Knight does not connect to anything.
But anyway,
Eternal should have been a series. It was shot beautifully. You had 100 characters that were introduced. That should have been a show. Come on, Michael. Come on.
No. So but here thing again, what's the point he's making? It was an issue with both of their films and their shows. The fact that you're introducing all these characters. But this, we got through at least 7. If you go back to the films, right? These Marvel films were events. Each film was like, hey, you gotta get to this. Even when you talk about the connecting thread, there was small stuff that was there. You had Agent Coulson showing up. You had Nick Fury or Sam Jackson showing up, whatever. You had something that was a continuing thread that was leading to something, right? But then it took about say 4, 5, 6. It took about 6 or 7 movies. I know, actually 8. 8 movies before they got to Guardians of the Galaxy. And they actually introduced a brand new set of characters that had no introduction, no tease of them ever coming or anything like that whatsoever. And because you already have a foundation of characters that you already have established, we already had at least 3. We had 2 characters already in their second films. We had Captain America 1 and 2. We had Thor 1 and 2, and we already had 3 Iron Man films. Right. So by the time Guardians came out, you already had a established foundation. Then when they got to the second Avengers film. Then we're like, okay, let's bring in Doctor Strange. All right, let's bring in Captain Marvel. Let's put Black Panther, all Ant-Man, all the stuff, because they earned it. They earned establishing the world and the story that they have to actually, when it was time to introduce those characters. Hey, we always had plans for Black Panther. Stan Lee had plans for Black Panther since 2011 when he was saying that for the longest time. Like, oh yeah, they're working on a Black Panther movie, but it's like they had to wait. You had to wait. Here, there's and now some of these characters are good, like Yelena, Black Widow, cool. Shang-Chi.
But everybody don't need a movie. Black Widow should have gotten a movie.
But no. I disagree. Her movie was about 5 years too late.
I agree.
Yes. Her movies were 5 years too late.
And so this movie was to make Scarlett Johansson happy and be sent off with some respect.
And they end up suing, and she ended up suing their
That's cool, but
she should have. Realistically, if her movie would have dropped right after Civil War, it would have been more
actually
successful.
After Winter Soldier. It should have after Winter Soldier. It should. Honestly,
it should have dropped before Infinity
Winter
War.
Soldier, when they broke into their, like when she was like, okay, I'm team this, team that, is when around that time that her movie should have come out.
Civil War. Yeah. And Black Widow takes place after Civil War, like chronologically. Yeah. But in terms of the momentum of that character, regardless of that, it was 5 years too late, at this point. We already know the character's dead. Why give us a movie and then you
Right.
try and introduce these other characters? The issue again, I'm talking about the continuing thread, but like with Agatha, one thing that like they introduced only at least a few pivotal characters, especially with Death. Like I hope they in some way they can bring Aubrey Plaza back
100%.
cinematically, but I don't know where. I don't see how Death. Maybe I have to go back and read my comics, but like, well, how Death applies into Secret Wars, right? And you're just saying that she's just a
Shit,
cosmic,
everybody
you know,
die.
right? But I understand, what worlds are like realities are going to die. Like there's gonna be worlds that are
Yeah.
gonna be colliding and incursions and all that stuff. But like,
right, because they've introduced the incursion in Multiverse of Madness.
Right. Yeah.
yes,
You already know Secret Wars is coming because they played with it in Deadpool. They also played with it in Loki. But that was during the Kang run, but you can still do it now. Now, this Doomsday thing that they're trying to do, okay. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna go see it. Everybody, if you know me, I am a Doom stan. There is no villain better, none greater. But if you do this Secret Wars thing, which everybody has said, including Feige, this is the reset.
Yeah.
This is where we're rebooting everything.
Some things will be the same, some things will be
some
different.
things won't. And this is where the mutants come in because they have already said after this saga, the mutants are coming in full swing.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
Now you can now you can have more fun, hopefully. Maybe have that fresh start where we feel like, okay, this feels like 2008, 2010, 2009, 2010, 11, 12 with the big Avengers, and then we come back with this, that, and the other. I don't necessarily need an Iron Man reboot or Captain America.
Recast T'Challa anyway.
Well, you can't. Well, and they will. I have a strong feeling.
Well, it'll be his son. It won't be T'Challa.
Well, and now, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now that you've introduced this little boy in Wakanda forever, now the supposed story was because Kang, now that we were supposed to have the badass Kang, he was supposed to fuck with the timelines, and we were supposed to get an older T'Challa, which an aged T'Challa.
The same thing they did with Ant-Man's daughter is what they want.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna say, and it's not going to be Storm and Black Panther. Like Storm would not be with T'Challa Senior, be with T'Challa Junior.
I can live with that, but again,
get it?
That's interesting.
That's interesting. But again,
that shit.
We have to look at it as it's Feige all the way. He makes the call. If he says this is where it's gonna go, this is where it's gonna go. Now, again, as I said before, maybe he needs to tell Jack Schaefer, like, hey, my friend, I'm not gonna misgender. I need you, along with other folks, to run Marvel television. Here's what I would like to see. Make changes when necessary. Make it work. The same thing if they wouldn't have fired Bo DeMille, but Bo DeMille, we all have been stories now. A lot of stories about that brother. But
he got a nice body though, but he wild.
I mean, but hey,
damn, Jazz, you okay over there?
She's all right. She sputzing, but she's fine.
He does. I wasn't lying.
A little hot and bothered,
but he does. But
I think we need to just say Jazz probably got that picture of him as Cyclops doing them poses that he gave to the artist.
Okay.
I think she does.
Man, look here.
Do you think that anybody from Agatha? Because of course, I mean, like we were saying, I don't foresee anybody coming once death hits you. I don't foresee anybody coming back.
Imagine me
so silly. Do you think any of the Agatha characters will end up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not just Marvel television, like the TV?
Jennifer,
it has to be Jen. It has to be Jen.
Think so?
And I think
Jennifer's.
I mean, that would be dope as fuck. But do you think so?
I do think so. But see, from my opinion, I think what Jack was able to bring to WandaVision and Agatha, 2 successful series with 2 fire songs. I'm not going to go off Agatha was the first one but the Witch's Road was fire. That's on the playlist, heavy. But it's just like, with someone able to bring that kind of story to your series, why not give them an opportunity to work on a film? I feel like that's very unfortunate for them to try to limit her, in my opinion. Now, I do understand with series, you have a lot more room to grow the story that you're trying to tell instead of trying to put a bunch of things in a 2-hour movie. Eternals, sorry, but I definitely feel like that should have been a series. But I mean, I think what she was able to bring,
Michael got that. What you talking about?
Look, Cyclops, fix your shit. But I do feel like, give her an opportunity to get a big screen film script and all of that. I think she'll do a very great job.
So what about the writer of this show?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
So what about instead of doing where they'll take, what if they hop show to show instead of going show to movies? Do you think that would be an option?
They did that and they failed.
Well, but I think if you finally have that hierarchy and Kevin Feige is just, hey, I'll green light it, make it work, and you put trust in those people, you can actually make Marvel Studios animation and television like Marvel Comics, where they really do have interaction and good interaction, mind you. Because my thing is if you do Jennifer Kale, if they do this whole, she is kin to the Ghost Rider. Now you got Spirits of Vengeance.
And that's what I mean. And then you start opening up all these other facets. But I think some of those, but not all of those are going to be suited for a movie.
Blade.
You think they're gonna be? There'll be a story about Jennifer Kale? Or you just saying she's like Daredevil did on the movie?
I think Jennifer Kale just showing up, her having her own movie. No,
just an appearance,
featuring in a movie. Yes.
She can be the agent. She can be the Agent Coulson of the Magic Marvel.
Yes, exactly. That's why I said.
But here's the thing: that's what they were trying to do with Blade, because they had a whole thing of him showing up in Eternals with Black Knight and all those other things and stuff. But that's out the window.
I see y'all are still heard about Blade's news.
I'm gonna still be heard about Blade. I had the video at San Diego Comic-Con when the Marvel panel showed up. I was like, "Where's Blade?"
Let it out.
But again,
let it go. That's what this Coven is about. Getting over your trauma and letting it go.
But since we are talking about Marvel projects as a whole, I would love to hear you guys' top 3 Marvel projects, whether if it's a movie or a TV show. Anthony, I'm going to start with you, sir. Your top 3.
Glory.
And I feel like this question should have
you said whether it's a movie or a TV.
It can be a movie or a TV show. And I feel like
top 3 projects. If the TV show is in your top 3, that's fine. But your top 3, just the top 3, because it's 100 projects.
And it could be what you like, not what you feel like is the best. What you like. Let me classify.
Only Chris acts like that. Anthony, your turn.
And low.
Oh, okay. Off the top, number 1, Winter Soldier. Off the damn top. Off the tippitiest of the tops. Winter Soldier.
This nigga is stupid. The tippitiest.
Number 2, Black Panther.
Yes.
Black Panther is just
the first one.
Yes, I love Wakanda Forever, but my God, that first Black Panther, the moment he flew into Wakanda, I said the ancestors have been pleased. And yes, it was Atlanta. I understand.
Shut up.
Tyler Perry was downstairs.
Tyler Perry studio.
Yeah.
No, he's upstairs. He ain't downstairs.
He's upstairs. He ain't never downstairs.
Dressed up in Medea.
Oh my Lord.
You
Medea he was trying to do, I am Wakanda. My name is Medea. It's like T'Challa. It's like,
that's some grits.
Medea.
Why are you dumb? I can't stand y'all.
But again, my third one, now this is a toss-up, but I would really have to put, oh man, I gotta put Infinity War.
It's
and
better than Endgame
for
to
me, the reason was how we all was shook by that damn movie. how even we and myself as a comic book nerd, a blurred, if you will, who read Infinity Gauntlet, left, front to back, left to center. I knew it could happen. But when I tell you, when Thor threw that damn axe, and I was like, wow, Feige them are changing it, and that motherfucker snapped. I think that had to be the moment every grown person, especially if you was black, when you saw T'Challa.
Oh, hell no!
This is not the place to die. I said, you bitch ass white people, y'all done did it. You done did the wrong. You done gave us some. You gave us, and you do what you did. You're 40 acres and a mule, our black asses. But it's all right. But then again, he was snapped in the comic books. I totally understood it. But those are my top three, man. That will always stay in my top three. Every other movie show, they move where they gotta move around. By my with my movie.
I understand. Understood. Helene, what's your top three MCU projects?
Man, so I was never like I was just never a big Spidey fan. I watched some of them. I did watch the animated series, of course, because those were always my favorite, whether it was anything that was animated series, whether it was Batman's animated series, Spider-Man's. But I will say No Way Home kind of solidified Spidey to me and kind of his struggle, I guess. What is the belt
Michael
for?
Got a belt? What he trying to whip somebody?
Ooh.
He manning up to the table?
I see.
I got what's time today.
What's wrong, Joe Jackson?
Right. He like granddad from the Boondocks with that belt.
Are you mad?
Chill out, granddad.
Proceed.
No, Spidey.
Caution.
No Way Home. Because I didn't grow up really I didn't get into Spider-Man until my kids were a little older, because Spidey was one of my children's favorite characters. So that's when I got into it. And when I started paying attention to it, because I was taking them to see the movies. I really, 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 really liked Loki. I thought it was done well. I thought the stories tied in well. So I would say Loki from a TV show standpoint was one of my favorites. And I don't want to repeat Anthony's answer with like Infinity War or Endgame, because those are great. I love them. They're great. But I would say Guardians 3 kind of wrapped it up for me. Like
amazing too.
It was surprisingly, I didn't, because like the first Guardians was really good.
What you surprised about? It was all three good.
The first Guardians to me was really, really good.
Get it out, Jason. Damn.
Because I didn't follow the Guardians.
Feeling away.
Right. He's like, man, I didn't follow the Guardians. So when I first started with comic books when I was younger, I started with X-Men. That was like I was an X-Men stan. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. That's all I ever wanted to watch. So when I started getting into other stuff as I got older, even then when the Guardians first came out, like you said, I don't know who said, I think it was Michael. There was the Iron Man movies and this and that, and they would tease these characters in these respective movies, but Guardians came out of nowhere and they didn't tease shit. It was just like, here's a Guardians movie and here are these new people. And I didn't know who the fuck some of those people were. But the way that it was wrapped up in 3, like 1, I loved because it was humorous, but it was like the introduction to these characters. 2 was kind of like it pulled at your heartstrings a little bit, but 3 was like you was like bawling, like, oh my god, and but it wrapped everything up for you. And it was one of the first kind of for Marvel, for me, that really did kind of wrap everything up. It left some questions, of course, but it really wrapped it up really, really well. Like it kind of took care of everybody's story. They didn't all have the happy ending, but it kind of took care of everybody's story. So yeah, Guardians 3 for me will probably be my last one. Now X-Men 97 comes in very close.
All right, cuz I do think that Guardians kind of lays it or proves that Eternals could have worked a bit better. Just being able to introduce people that we're not familiar with especially normal everybody not comic book people, Michael, Anthony. So I'm glad y'all didn't react when I said what I said. Michael, what's your top 3 MCU projects, brother?
Okay, all right, so MCU.
This nigga should go to a comic book from 1960. Boy, if you don't.
Yeah, right.
Like first appearance in 1943 by
Michael gonna say the Spider-Man television show from 1977. I can open a
page for you. Just tell me which one. So like
you got the book.
Yes.
Is that the omnibus?
This is Milestone. The Black Mecca of comic books. Anyway,
is that the original?
The original appendium.
What's your geek ass list?
Sorry, you tried my intelligence. I had to show you. But anyway, I had it. With MCU, I'll say Winter Soldier.
His blurredom.
Yeah, exactly. MCU be Captain America, Winter Soldier. I feel like that to me like in that movie at the time, because I was, I was Batman, Spider-Man. Those Spider-Man really were my characters. But like I was watching a movie and I walked out and I was like, everything Captain America did in this movie is what Batman should have been doing at the time before they got to the whole Snyder stuff and everything. But in terms of action wise, what he solidified. I thought the themes they had here, what they did with Winter Soldier, that was great. Black Widow, I think that was the best she's ever been in, period. Even in any Avengers movie, she was the best in Winter Soldier. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Black Panther. Obviously, I felt that was just a moment you just had to, remember, just being there and everything. I felt the fact that me and my friends at the time were having that debate about is Killmonger is he right and all that stuff, like
he was right. Genocide is fucked up.
That was a discussion between us, us as a people at the time and everything.
Making slaves.
Right, exactly.
Micheal was right.
Right.
Thanos was right too. He just had a terrible execution.
Yeah, it was a perfect execution.
I don't think Thanos is right because he could have just gave more product. He
took all that.
Yeah, but that would make people worse.
As you can see, giving people things don't benefit them. So
taking people away doesn't benefit them too. Breaking up. Why not take the whole? It
damn sure did.
If he would have done a lot better with taking certain people, it would have been fine. His execution was wrong.
He should have just took families, not goddamn.
Get him out of here.
He left 3 kids and got rid of the parents.
Get him out of here.
Parents take the kids. Like, no, you can't do it that way.
Jason, they don't want any children.
Thanos was the government assistance. He didn't want no parents in the household.
Look, you know how many black children whose parents got snapped was so happy that they finally got to eat the big piece of chicken?
They can't cook. How they gonna get the big piece of chicken?
Bojangles,
Mama cooked before she got snapped. Yep.
We don't have
Bojangles.
We don't have Bojangles.
I'm sorry.
Bojangles trash.
I have Bojangles back home, but not here.
Trash. Bojangles is trash.
It's not. Bojangles is good.
It's not trash.
So my next question
is a part of health. You gotta get it out of you.
Okay.
No, brother.
I said
Michael wasn't finished.
Third one. Got my third one. So last one to a point was Infinity War. Infinity War came out when I was my freshman year in college, and that was a point where that we were seeing the culmination of this event and everything, to the fact of like at the ending of everybody was just in shock, the fact that how it ended in a way where they lost, right? That really never happened before in a comic book, to the point where that's cinematically and historically that's that moment that people would never forget. Nobody's going to forget about the interrogation scene in The Dark Knight. Nobody's going to forget about the elevator scene in Captain America Winter Soldier, right? But, or Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire, holding the train, stopping the train. We're not going to forget about that. We're not going to forget about Thanos Snap, as a villain to make one move that shakes multiple different characters in the entire universe. So I felt that was a moment where Infinity War, I felt we still have not got to reach that peak. But yet there were still moments in Endgame that are still my favorite, like Cap getting the shield, Cap getting the hammer, and everything. Like that was still. I don't count Spider-Man No Way Home, and I don't count Deadpool Wolverine, because Spider-Man No Way Home is Sony, and Deadpool Wolverine is Ryan Reynolds. That doesn't count.
Oh,
so.
Wow. No,
yes.
Ryan Reynolds.
Hold on. Spider-Man No Way Home. Yes, it was put out by Sony, but it is a Marvel Studios
Sony. It's Sony.
I feel you.
It's Sony.
But it is a part of the MCU. We have to
they definitely fall under the parameters of the question. So Sony. I will say that.
Yeah, and Deadpool Wolverine, that was all Ryan Reynolds. They were in the MCU. They were MCU adjacent.
They were in Ryan Reynolds' head the whole time. Did anybody go into before you ask the last person? Did Mike? Did you?
That was my last
answered. Anthony answered.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jason didn't answer yet.
Did anybody? Did anybody go in? Because my son walked in and like mouthed to me. Did anybody walk into Civil War and then change who they were for in the middle of the movie?
No.
Or did you go in knowing who you was gonna stand with, and you stayed with him the whole time?
I'm Team Cap. I
changed. I changed. I thought I was gonna be Iron Man, and then by the end of it, I was like, I'm not Iron. I'm Team Cap.
Wait, what? Whoa!
All right, hold up. Let me go ahead and name my case. So for Civil War, I was with Cap in the beginning, and then I realized that Bucky killed Tony's parents, and I was immediately on Tony's side because fuck all of that, especially because Cap knew the entire time, and you thought I was gonna be cool with it.
And Black Widow.
So I would say I switched sides. I don't think Tony was wrong in that.
If Black Widow knew, then that means Nick knew.
Well, Nick knew. We knew Nick knew, but how do you
gotta be everybody then?
How do you pick? You know what? Fuck all of them. That's just the truth of the matter of the fact in that situation. But in that situation, like, you're not going to sit here and tell me that somebody that you have been riding with for 10 years has known that your parents, no, fuck that. Somebody that you had an affinity for was slain by them, and then they jump you after you find out.
Especially when you know Tony got daddy issues. And then he see his daddy get killed by your best friend who you have been protecting? Oh, no. No.
You know what this reminds me of?
I'm still Team Cap.
DeMar DeRozan, Drake, and Kendrick Lamar.
Hey, man, fuck DeMar DeRozan. Fuck DeMar DeRozan.
But Jason, fuck DeMar DeRozan. If he, like, why? You know what? Jason,
because why are you in the background kneeling?
Why are you coming to my job over here mugging me? For real?
He should have shot him on the stage. He lucky.
You coming to my job over here mugging me on the sidelines?
He lucky he ain't shoot him on the.
I am sorry I brought
on
that
my
up.
job.
You coming to my job?
It's Drake. That's Drake's job too. You must forget. That's Drake's job too. That's Drake's job too.
Play basketball.
Drake, no. Drake don't. Why should no? Because no. If Lil Wayne, he didn't. Lil Wayne didn't need.
Anthony,
Lil Wayne, he can't.
I'm sorry.
Lil Wayne didn't need Drake there, because if Drake was there, then people were like, oh my God, Drake is still in the light. He's trying to rap a song. It was about the hot boys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am sorry,
money,
viewers.
not young
my
money.
Fault.
Cash money, not young money.
Look, Mike got the belt. Mike got the belt out.
Bring out the belt. Jason, who are your top 3 MCU projects?
I we have told this 100 times.
You're telling it for the new people. Who you got?
All right, man. My MCU project. Fuck it. We finna go. What am I going? I don't even fucking know.
You ain't loyal.
I'm not. Who gives a fuck? Infinity War. Shit. Infinity War. Not Civil War. I hate that fucking movie. Winter Soldier. And you know I hate Civil War. We don't even act like we doing it.
I'm acting like that because I first heard it.
And I'm gonna go Loki. Them my top 3. I don't like Civil War. I don't like it. It's not a Captain movie. They should have separated that and made it something completely different.
It was Avengers 2.5.
It should have been that as opposed to making the Cap movie. Yes. What are your 3?
I am going to go Infinity War, Endgame, and Deadpool and Wolverine.
Really? Not Black Panther for a topless Michael B. Jordan?
No. Same nigga topless 100 million times. Them titties I don't even make no.
Dude, I just don't find Michael B. Jordan that enticing. Like, he is a nice looking human being, but he's not that great.
He was bad for a couple of years.
I am sorry I bring these things up. My bad.
That's your fault, Anthony. That's your fault.
My fault. Look, as a black man, I will be accountable. I am
You
accountable.
did just start a little war just now, Anthony.
Right.
They're not gonna have you back on the show. You keep this shit up.
That's not how bands work on this podcast.
So like Deadpool Wolverines, I will say to me at the moment. No, I will say that moment of
let that man educate us, Jazz.
No, I'm not. No, I know. No, I'm just saying. I'm just sharing what you like.
Because he had a whole soliloquy. I can feel it. Go ahead, Anthony.
The like a prayer scene with Wolverine, Deadpool as they're saving the multiverse against Cassandra, and Wolverine's costume explodes and everything. You're seeing the 6-pack, but then also it transitioned to both their trauma at the same time as energy as they're holding each other. That was a powerful scene, and I think that still will solidify as one of the greatest combo moments in history. One of them. It has to be part of discussion for that. The music, the emotional tone, everything like that. It was all synergy. It was perfection. But
okay,
yeah.
And I do want to say when we did when I was a part of y'all review for Deadpool and Wolverine, and y'all asked if Cassandra did that in the comics, she did. I forgot. We like putting her hand through people's heads and screwing with it. Yeah.
She was fingering brains.
Why she could do it. Yeah, she was fingering them, giving a nice little finger pop. But the reason why she does that is because nothing is real to her. In the comics, she felt her and Charles created the universe. So they were gods who could do whatever they want, and they could just mess with matter and mess with people. And it's cool as hell, nasty as fuck. Because I don't think that bitch wash her hands. She damn sure didn't have hand sanitizer.
She was raw. She out here raw dogging people's brains with
just
dirty
raw
hands.
With her fingers.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, you could tell. She don't shave her legs or wash them. So Cassandra was just just stereotypical.
A lot of folks don't be washing their legs out here, but
wash your legs.
Why?
What you got, Jazz?
I was going to say, ask y'all, would you rather travel the road with Billy? Or would you rather live in Westview with Wanda? I'm gonna start
Anthony. You first.
Oh, should I?
Right. Oh, yeah, you did that hard ass pause you did. God damn, we could.
I saw Michael react.
Give it to him, nigga.
Shit, my bad.
Let Michael go. No, let Michael go.
Michael, the floor is for you, brother. Suspense. Niggas ain't no thriller.
See, I think. See, my only thing is that if I'm in Westview, I might live a life that I probably won't even know, and I have no sense of control. If I walk the road with Billy, knowing that he probably is in control, but if he's not, if I don't know, I'm also playing the cards I'm dealt with, no pun intended, and believe that hey, it's the cards are gonna be in my favor, and I control my own destiny and my own actions, and any situation I can use my intuition or rely on the intuition of other people, i.e. Billy, who created the damn road, and hopefully we can get out of this and I'll be surviving like the black woman.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yes.
You picking Billy in the road?
I'll take Billy. Yes.
Got you. Helene, what you got?
Not to sound redundant, but I'm gonna go with Billy because I don't know. I know he manifested the road. The road is his, but I don't know if the trials and tribulations on the road were his manifestations as well. So I think if I'm on the road, I will have a complete, I'll have my faculties about me. It'll be me. Whereas in Westview, Wanda was moving you like a fucking puppet. So I would rather risk maybe not getting off the road and at least having my faculties and maybe the chance to get rid of whatever demon I got to get rid of, whether it be inner or outer. So I'll take the road.
Anthony, what about you?
I'm going with everybody that just said it, Billy, because y'all seen what Wanda did to poor Monica, how she turned her into a stereotypical black 70s character. What you think she gonna do to my big black ass? I'm gonna be walking in there looking like Kingfish. Well, hello there, Wandas. But do the name Delphine mean anything?
Morning, buddy. How you doing?
As long as they can make me, if they can make me like the Black Dynamite, I'd be cool with it. But now I'm gonna flip this question on this head. I'm Jazz. I'm not even giving you the question. So same question. Now we just sticking with Wanda's Westview or Gotham. Which one you want to live in, Anthony?
Oh shit.
I'm going I'm gonna go with Westview because Gotham is too ghetto for me.
It is.
Listen, but it sounds like Helene going with the same thing.
And
I'm
Batman
going with
ain't coming.
Westview.
Batman not going to the projects.
No, I'm going with Westview because nigga, Gotham is the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Like Gotham is lawless as shit. You gotta watch out for motherfuckers. You gotta watch out for this one and this one. And it's too many goddamn people you got to worry about in Gotham.
There's niggas that survive in Gotham, man. Everybody.
No, because I feel like as long as barely. I feel like and then if they survive, they fucked up and poor. Like Bruce got all the money and shit. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go to Westview.
That's not Bruce's fault. That nigga rich. He come back and fight for the poor. That's crazy. No. I don't like how y'all doing.
Think so. At least in Westview, I don't think there's any crime in Westview. I just have to make sure I don't piss Wanda off.
She was killing people and rewriting it like you don't even know it no more.
But if you didn't piss that bitch off, you was fine. Hey Wanda, nice to see you. You like my petunias? You can have them, bitch. I'm gonna stay in my goddamn metaphorical lane, and then she ain't gonna fuck with me. I'm gonna come out, tend to my grass, and go back in my goddamn house, and Wanda will not fuck with me. But I also don't feel like I have to worry about any outside entities in Westview. Just Wanda. I just gotta worry about her.
Jason, I'm gonna send you the book. Hopefully, when I get some change, I'm gonna send you the book of Batman going into the hood and brothers laughing at him.
He probably turned the fuck around and went back the other direction, didn't he?
Yeah, no, seriously. This was in the actual comic where he went to the hood and they just looked at him like, man, what the fuck are you doing here? Who the hell are you? Oh, you Batman. Oh, okay. You that dude. And I'm just sitting there going, that would be us. Where you going with that, with them pointy ears, nigga? You know, like, we would clown him.
Nigga in the black suit with a yellow belt, ugly nigga. Hey, Mike. Mike, what you choosing, brother?
Again, I know that the War of the Mind is it can be so tiresome, like anything other. So it was like anybody has had control over my mind other than me, that is torture. Being in terms of my environment, I can change my environment, but if someone has physical or psychological control over me, then I can't control where I'm going. In Gotham, I could, and in situations that I can put myself in position to receive power, i.e., work for Wayne Enterprises, hopefully get good pay, maybe maybe possibly get adopted, or maybe just have some good friends, good friends like Tim Drake. Or also,
you gotta go kill your family to get adopted, though.
Or I could be an intern for Lucius Fox, and also I can become, Yes, absolutely. I'm saying
you would be the Black Robin, or better known as Crow.
No, I'll be Blackwing. I'll be Lucius Fox, and so he's also M&A fighter. Cause I am trained in martial arts, so I can also make my living off of that as well. But yeah, I think it just, if you make the good choices in Gotham City, know who you can network, and and also stay in your lane, then go ahead. So yeah.
You gonna die real quick.
Joker gonna beat his ass with a crowbar.
Everybody doesn't die in Gotham.
A majority of them do.
A majority don't. A majority don't, because what Batman saving if a majority die? See, that's how I know you ain't really paying attention. Yes, he do. The last movie he was in the daytime whooping ass.
The series, Jason. We're gonna review that next week. We'll get to that.
Jason, you know what?
I'm not gonna die.
We already talked about this. We've talked about this strongly, heavily. But I got one last question. If you don't have one, Jazz.
I thought we were going to answer the question that you just asked, but obviously it seems why
would we?
Because it's our show. Where you going, Jazz? Where you going, Westview?
Exactly. So what are we talking about?
I'm not letting
Gotham whooping ass with Batman. What you mean?
Jason want to be Robin so fucking bad. He want to be Robin.
I'm not gonna be Robin.
I want to be Robin. I'm gonna be Blackwing.
Oh my God! So we got Blackwing and we got. What is you, Jason?
Dick Grayson.
I'm gonna just be Jason. Dick Grayson is my name. Dick Grayson is my name on Snapchat still to this day.
Yeah, I know, nigga.
No, you
They
know
were
what?
like,
Income.
why you so nasty? Bitch, that's robbing. Get the fuck out
I'm
my
not
shit.
letting no
Do
witch
you-
control my mind.
No, I'm gonna
Let-
prove how much of a subservient black
I
woman I can
rebuke.
be. Go ahead and go ahead, Wanda. Go ahead and do it. I'm a
I'm
list.
not bending over for nobody. I rebuke.
I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm tired.
I'm
You know what?
not.
I'm tired of fucking thinking. How about
Not for
that?
a
I'm gonna
white
let
woman.
Wanda do all the
Not for a
goddamn
white woman.
thinking.
That,
I'm
that, and
tired of
now Monica
thinking.
was if Monica ran it, I would go to Westview. If Monica was the one in
Shit.
control, I'd go. I'd be like, okay,
But
what you
I
need?
love how y'all really think that y'all finna survive, and Gotham is literally the fucking wild, wild west.
Penguin surviving. I can survive. I got 2 good
Oh,
feet.
Jason, you
nigga,
said in the
Penguin
first
is
2
ruthless.
episodes that motherfucker has like plot armor like crazy.
Jazz,
you didn't
you
understand how he was still
Yeah,
surviving.
I can finesse.
they
I
can sell
don't.
it
I can finesse.
at
I can
Burlington.
finesse.
Plot armor.
I can finesse. If he can
You-
finesse, I can finesse.
Is you gonna drop a lip?
If he can
Is you
finesse,
gonna
I
be
can finesse.
walking with a
Hey,
lip?
I can finesse.
All this
They
shit.
don't care about him limping. They don't care about that.
Jason,
So me,
what's
I got
your
my
next
gun on me.
question?
I keep that thing on me. I keep that thing on me.
Fuck outta
So,
here,
all right, my last question. My last question for real.
Oh my goodness.
I would like for I would like for you guys to create a trial. This is a trial, and you have to pick a person. Once that person's name is said, you can't use that person anymore, and the rest of us will determine if that person can complete that trial. Jazz,
Can I go first?
I called your name first, so yes, you go.
I
ahead.
thought you just called my name because my hand was up, but I'm gonna say my trial is gonna be heroes or hoes, and it's gonna be Jason's trial, and Jason has to decide whether if he's gonna save Batman or Sandra Bullock and Sexy Red.
Wait, what?
That's Jason's trial. He got to decide whether from one side of town he got to say Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, or he got to say Sandra Bullock's and Sexy Red. Both them bitches over there. Jason. Oh, what was the rest of the rules?
Does he have a thing for Sandra
Yep,
Bullock or
he
something that we don't
does.
know?
He led that bitch.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Sandra Bullock from what?
The
The
only one
Speed.
that's
Bullock.
out
What you
there.
Sandra
mean?
Bullock.
He said from what?
The
Sandra
only
Bullock.
one that's out there.
The
Sandra
world?
Bullock from what? The
He's
Proposal.
he's about what era?
You mean like,
What
oh,
era
you
of
mean
her?
Witch?
The life
Witch
of
I
her.
have my crush
The
too.
lifespan.
I'll take Nia
The
Long from
lifespan.
season 3. I'll
Oh
take
no, we're not putting no black women in this example unless it's Sexy Red. But Sandra Bullock, I guess what's sleeping.
in
no,
my
that's
head, if
Julia
I'm taking a
Roberts.
celebrity, I take
Sandra-
her from one movie.
Are you talking
Either
like
one.
early
Sandra
Sandra or
Bullock-
like
no,
now
Sandra
Sandra?
Bullock
Like
from
the
Bird
next,
Box.
the next
Either
Sandra
one.
Bullock, or
Sandra
like
Bullock from Bird Box and Sexy
Either
Red
one.
when she was saying "Make America Great Again" with the motherfucking red hat.
Lord.
That bitch.
So
Well,
look.
Okay, if you're
I'm
gonna do that, then just put Sandra Bullock from The Blind Side.
No,
I
and
don't want her
Sexy
saving
Red,
no
'cause-
black men. Oh no, I don't want her saving no black
It
men. I
is
want
me
her
Did she
saying-
really
selfish with
save
a-
him?
So
Did
the
she
que- so
really
the
save him?
so the question so the real question is, do y'all think that Jason who do y'all think that Jason was saved in this situation?
apparently
Batman's
Sandra
dying.
Bullock.
Batman's dying. You're going for Sandra.
But I don't know.
And
He
you
wants to. Don't he want to be Chicken Wing or Black Wing or Nighthawk or somebody?
That was me. That was
But
me.
think about it.
Like,
If he is already
Matter of fact,
Bruce
hey, I
Wayne's
got something for
ward,
you.
oh shit!
Oh,
Wait a
shit.
minute. What he got? This nigga.
He put a
This
cow. He
nigga
put a
got
cowl
everything
on.
behind him. Like, what is
I've
that?
been saying, if this nigga put a cowl on, I know something.
this ball
Does he
coming
have-
in
you
with
think he got?
props
Oh, he
like,
got the bat
shit,
signal.
he got
Oh, I got
Batman
I
Put
got
on the
one.
bat signal.
I got one too. I
Got
got
a
one
bat
too.
signal.
It ain't at work, but I got one
Jason.
too.
I think Jason he'll accomplish it, but Batman will die because he's going after Sandra and Sexy Red.
Are you
because
at
he's
work?
already.
I am.
That's not
That's
good.
why I said, on my last question, we could wrap this bitch up.
Because he's already a ward of Bruce Wayne, which means he's already in the will. So Bruce died, all the riches go to him. Where him and Sandra and Sexy Red could live in a polygamous, happy life, where Sexy Red is probably gonna just take him for his money, and Sandra Bullock will make him play football.
She is not gonna Selena Cow me. She will not Selena Cow me.
He's gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for
Wait,
this.
did you answer the question?
Oh,
did.
me? Yeah, truly, it was, do y'all think that I would do it? Now, it doesn't matter what I thought about it.
Oh,
It's what do y'all think that I would do in this trial?
I don't
Well,
see him trying to save. I'd see him trying to save Sandra Bullock. I don't think he's going to try to save Batman.
That's
Sandra-
crazy.
If he holds Sandra Bullock to that kind of pedestal, I don't see him trying to save Batman.
That's crazy. I'm definitely saving Batman.
But here's my
Jason
question:
got a Batman
Are
tattoo. Like,
Stop lying.
Are you wearing the classic Robin outfit when you're doing this?
I'm not
the red and
dressing
the
like
yellow?
Robin
with the
tights?
with
The tights?
the tights and the little Robin Hood shoes.
I'm not dressing like Robin.
I might not have I don't have a Batman tattoo, but I do have a Catwoman tattoo.
Oh, Catwoman.
I like
from
it.
Batman Returns.
Yeah.
It looked like the little thing.
That's
Catwoman.
I don't have those kind of tattoos. I just have black. No.
I don't have no tattoo. It's just me.
Neither do I.
Me. Anthony, did you create a trial, sir?
I did not, and I wouldn't know how to create one, but I could create one for Jazz. And you got, damn, your trial would be piousness over sluttery.
Oh.
And on the piousness side is taking care of homeless children.
Oh,
and on the slutation side, well, you done failed, bitch, because taking care of them children would have brought you money. You had Bull de Mille, but you would never be able to get with him because, unless you do have the power to bring him back to the other side. It's a horrible trial.
Wait, is that so the slut side
is Bull de Mille, and the pious side is taking care. It's actually saving or raising little baby orphans.
You know damn well.
I know damn well she said fuck them kids. Let them burn in the orphanage.
She just finna watch this nigga Bo standing there and do the Superman pose. Let me try it. Can I try it? Did you make one?
I'm like, maybe I just haven't seen a good picture of this nigga because all I see is all right. Now I understand. Never
the live reaction.
It's like he's a thicker version of Ron Harper. From that's what he looked like to me.
I don't know. He's giving
Ron
me
Harper, the basketball player.
No, the one from
is he hetero?
Different World.
No,
he is not.
He's not.
He doesn't give me.
He is the reason why I have so many
Dwayne
fine,
best friend.
He's the reason why I got so many fine gay niggas on my timeline.
I think
it pisses me off.
I mean, they are in abundance these days, but no, look, he's pretty to look at, but he don't want nothing she got. You might as well say them fucking kids.
But you can convert them.
That's not a no. You can't.
Look at her face. Like, but this is just too much.
But that was a trial though. Can you convert?
If he's a top, but if he's a bottom,
you pass the trial.
If he a bottom, it can get creative. Be like, tell me all the names of the extras.
You're welcome. Oh,
I mean,
spell Charles Xavier.
Look, that is on my bucket list, so I don't know. I might have to go with
spell Charles' name right here. Do it right there. Pull a Cassandra Nova. Do a Cassandra Nova in this hole.
And just dig in.
This
she gonna yell, Magneto was right, and then it's over.
Stupid. Mike,
did you have a trial, son?
No, I don't even know how to answer. Like, I don't
know how to answer that. See, mine was
like I tried for me. I don't know. I mean,
it's for other people. So it's like, okay, so for me, it would have been like, all right, Mike, it's the hangman. We got to figure out which Anthony, Helene, Jazz is the witch in the group. But every time you get it wrong, that person must hang. If you say that person, whoever you pick, they must actually hang. So until you figure out the right, well, you only get 3 tries. But I mean, it's like when you figure out who's the witch in your within your group.
Boy, this feels like a lynching. Where are we? In
this
Tennessee?
Seems like some white
1872?
Talking about lynching. After the election? What's wrong with you? Yo.
Kamala Harris should have been president.
I don't
she
know
tried
how
to get rid of lynching laws.
That. You know what? It's okay. and he stepped away. So we just gonna let that shit slide under the table because we ain't
I mean,
talking
I am a
about no.
good. See, I see now. I'm good at like speculate who's the murderer. Which I mean, even like we're playing uh
Werewolf.
werewolf or even murder mystery. I'm usually that person. Like 9 times out of 10, I have a Negro spider sense. I always tell my friend, my fraternity brothers, my friends, like, listen, I have a Negro spider sense. When it tingles, it's never wrong, and I don't take pride in this. It just sometimes I have a hunch. I know people's character. I sense it in the spirit, and I just like if I don't know nothing, I won't say nothing. I keep my mouth shut. So, but if I have a hunch about somebody, I'm like, hey, something ain't right here.
So I guess with
Nice.
that, with your hunch, out of the three of us,
And it's
who would
you.
you? Ain't that a bitch? Wait a
But you
minute.
have yeah, Death is right behind you.
God damn.
You said what?
I
He
mean,
didn't give you
That
he
time.
death
said
is right
death is right
behind you.
behind you.
It's
Jason, the
like,
only
well,
reason why he doesn't have this background is because I picked it first. You
I
know
wonder
what?
why.
Oh,
Because I logged on
Hey, you know what?
first.
Listen, you've been
No, it's
giving
called
me.
it's called it's
Listen,
called
you've
fate.
been giving me the smoke all
That's
night. I
fate.
just been feeling it. I just like
That's fate. That's fate. That's how it's supposed
that's
to
how it
happen.
is.
We watch Loki. We watch Agatha. Death is at the end of the road for you, Jazz.
And all roads lead to you, I guess. So
oh, the mayo. You should have saved them kids.
He,
Now
he was a
you
you
lot.
got
both could have.
He was a lot
you.
more fun though.
Yeah, but now you got burnt like a Tyler Perry woman.
Mm.
As long as you
Lord,
didn't get
thou
burnt like
art
Jelly
loose.
Smollett.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, all
um,
right.
you mean
hey,
juicy?
I
You mean juicy? You
not
juicy
Not
Smollett?
juicy small, yeah.
He was a French actor.
Not
Jazz.
juicy.
Jazz? Did you have any other questions for the show or that you?
No, I did not. I did have a
Now she got to
few.
go to church.
No, I had a few. What did you think those? But I wasn't sure if we was done with the episode before we got
Oh
to that
yeah,
segment.
I'm
Um,
yeah. Unless y'all have something that y'all
Michael want
want
to
to
say
bring up.
something. He looking around like, is this one scene? What you got?
again, Billy. Billy. Yes, I was not expecting to like this character as much as I did. Even with this show, I think again, uh, I was in the same boat when I got these first 4 episodes. I was not intrigued at all. I was not expecting it, but I thought the trailers weren't good. But watching it with my wife, and it was actually a good time watching with my wife, and we're enjoying each episode. And I was like, yeah, yeah, okay. And then we got to the fifth one. I was like, all right, I'm intrigued. And it's like, wait, is it Wednesday yet? It got to that point, and so the fact that they have a show to have that with, or saying to watch it, it's good. And I think I don't want a show to something to be bad. Like Secret Invasion was bad, you know what I mean? And it was like a waste of my time. This show wasn't a waste of my time. I think again, it had a slow start, but when you're committed and it actually have good storytelling, and you have to give credit where credit due, regardless of we talk about the agenda, the representation, everything. When you have a good story, and I'm a huge advocate of it, if you have minorities or representative like groups in show or film, regardless of that, if it's a great story, I'll be a biggest advocate of it. But aside from all the haters and everything like that, because like if the story's great and this show was great and it was executed well. So that's what I'm an
Mhm.
advocate of, good execution. So yeah.
Got you. I appreciate that. What'd you think though, Jazz?
Yes, I have some from a few on our TikTok. Love, love, love. Agatha all along. Absolutely loved it. DeAndre definitely said it was great. CJ said definitely a good show. Wasn't into the ending, but I think it's because how they pretty much portray Agatha being a ghost and no longer living. So he was mentioning a second season. And Helene mentioned, just finished it. I enjoyed it. Agatha is a pain in the ass, but I wanted to know her, but she would probably kill me. And she probably
She
would
would.
because she just
She
be
would.
killing like regular people and
Yeah.
witches.
Yeah.
But a lot of great reviews and things from this series. It was a great time. But since we are here, was it good though? I'm gonna start with you, Anthony. Was it good though?
No.
Okay, Anthony.
I'm just gonna be contrarian. No, 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 no. And by no, I'm not saying it was good. I'm saying it was damn great. I feel like this may be Marvel's redemption arc. because when it's coming to television, the next big thing is going to be Daredevil, Born Again. And with that trailer, I think they are like, hey, we are taking what Netflix gave us and blessed us with, and we're going full, like just pedal to the metal, full on hardcore good Daredevil action. And I hope they continue to take their time to do these shows and put people who actually love the source material and can make it grow like they did in the first Infinity Saga, like give it to people who actually care, not just for the quick buck. Make sure that they make something memorable and enjoyable. That is me. So was it good? No. What it was great.
All right.
And I'll put my stamp. That's how I feel.
Helene, was it good though?
It was. The first episode, I was like, this is not what I expected. And then once she was out of the trance and was walking around with the butt booty ass naked out in the street, I was like, oh, can become interesting. And I thoroughly enjoyed it from that point on. So yes, it was good. I did not expect that. I promise I didn't. I really liked WandaVision, and I liked how the show transpired with like how she went back in time and did all these like the old TV clips and all that, and just the storyline itself. And I liked how it was a continuation, but it wasn't a full on, like this was Agatha's story. They brought up Wanda, and they brought up Wanda actually sparingly. It wasn't like it was a big homage to her, but it was a good continuation from that story. But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. Michael, was it good though?
Yeah, I thought at the end of the day, the ending of it as a show has its moments of has its flaws, but at the end of the day, collectively, story execution, I think the pacing of this show and also the performances I thought were really good. Yeah, I thought this was good. It's not the best, but was it good? Yes.
Okay. Jason, was it good though?
Yes. The second best TV show under MCU regime. Loki still on that number one spot though.
Third.
What's
Wait,
the
hold
other
on. Let me get mine in, and then y'all can go ahead.
No, we were still talking. You hold on, woman.
Well, no, you gonna hold on, sir.
Well, okay, I'll take the court and I'll give it back to the woman. Go ahead.
Thank you. This motherfucker right here. Was it good though? Yes.
Fuck
it
her.
was.
God damn.
So disrespectful.
What's the other show, Michael?
Oh, so Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision, then
no, there's a soliloquy.
Oh wait. Excuse me. I have fourth. Sorry. I put
Agatha at fourth?
I put Agatha at fourth. Yes.
Ooh. What was your first three?
First three, Loki, season 1 and 2, in no order, just season 1 and 2. I said WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and then
WandaVision at the bottom of my list. But yes, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. What you got, Jazz?
I do have just one more question just to ask y'all. Between WandaVision and Agatha, which one do y'all think is better? I seem like I already know what Michael's question is. Wait, Michael. Some folks, Michael obviously has.
I don't feel the same way.
I know.
I'm just saying, well, he folded his arms like, yeah, me. I'm the nigga that said, no, I don't think that. Anthony, what you got?
I love Agatha. I said it wasn't good. It was great, my opinion. But I got to go with WandaVision for the simple fact that I'm a TV junkie. Wanda's a TV junkie. And the reason she's a TV junkie is because there was a missile in her car. I'm a TV junkie because I was a latchkey kid. So I think we pretty much run in the same vein. We were both stuck in a house against our will. So I will go. I enjoyed WandaVision. Well, I wish I had them powers. But I'd go with WandaVision more, but Agatha was a much more fun ride. A much more fun ride for me, though.
Mm-hmm. And it was a better ending. Helene, which one are you picking between WandaVision and Agatha?
Poor Jazz. Poor Jazz.
I'm gonna go. I'm so conflicted, right? I think I'm gonna go Agatha, actually.
Come on, talk to me.
I think
Yes.
I'm gonna go Agatha.
You need a friend so bad.
Don't get me wrong. I liked Wanda. It wasn't for what it
wasn't
was
great.
when
It
it
wasn't
started.
good.
It wasn't great, but for what it was when it came out, I was like, oh, this is interesting. I've not seen anything like how they did the show before, but I didn't like some of the aspects of it. I didn't like the totality of how she was about these made up children. It kind of, I don't know, I felt some kind of way about it. And then how they were able to carry, right. And then they were able to carry it into a whole nother movie, and she was just wrecking shop behind these made up ass children. And I was just like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. But Agatha,
your brother dead.
Right.
Your complete
I mean, I
automaton
get that.
husband has been zipped.
But
Anthony,
that's your automaton husband. That right there is enough to like.
That's her vibrator. Respect her vibrator.
Exactly.
Like,
well, I don't know, but Agatha,
you crash out like that about a rose, Jazz? Go crash out like that about a rose?
Look, I'm being real with you. That rose, man, that rose with the dick, like that combination.
Wait, with a dick.
Everybody just look at these cute characters on my t-shirt. Do not listen to the nastiness.
You gotta
Helene, did you have some more stuff to say as I close this episode? Because I don't know what the fuck she on, freak ass nigga.
Agatha lived a life that I think would be interesting to like. Agatha could, I think she could do a movie. Like I think she could. She lived a life. She lived centuries.
Mother made it Mother Crone has
Mother has lived.
Yes, Mother has lived. So no, I'm gonna have to go Agatha for just I'm gonna have to go Agatha.
All right.
I will go back to the well on both of those shows too. I will. Those shows do deserve rewatches.
Absolutely.
They both deserve rewatches, but I think with the recency bias, I'm sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to cut you. I think Agatha's gonna get more rewatches than Wanda, because even though I love WandaVision a little more, Agatha all along hit every mark on target. Like every was a bullseye. So I think
you have to watch Agatha at least twice, because once you watch it one way through, you got to go back and be like, oh, that's the shit I missed. So you're gonna get at least two out of Agatha, where I didn't really have to do that with WandaVision.
True.
Like I picked up on it the first time around.
Agatha is very like Usual Suspects. Like, how did Kaiser Soze really picked all this out? Even though you see they're showing you what he picked, but then you start to go, oh, so this is where, and this. So yeah, Agatha's gonna have more rewatches than Wanda will in the long run.
For sure.
I mean, but with this, I do feel like it recontextualized a lot of the things that Wanda was in previously. Even like WandaVision, or even shit. If you go back to Age of Ultron, a lot of this stuff seems different because of the shows, which I appreciate. It kind of makes you appreciate the other one, the stuff that come before, besides Iron Man. But
and Wanda's fingers be pissing me off. I don't like that.
Agatha's fingers be pissing me off. All this goddamn, she be voguing the whole goddamn time.
I'm not gonna lie. I think she brought so much to her character when she was just whipping her jacket. She was just
baby, she was whipping the shit out of that jacket, wasn't she?
I fucking loved it because she brought so much animation to her character without dialogue.
What I loved the most was the fact that she can't fight.
No, and she knows she can't though.
She knows she can't fight.
Agatha runs. Agatha's like, let me get the fuck out of here so I can live.
Even when she stepped up to Rio, and Rio just kind of looked at her and just went, we are doing this.
But hold on.
And she flung Agatha into that wall.
Look, Anthony, she was not about to fight her toxic ex. That was foreplay for them.
Yeah,
that was foreplay for them.
That's exactly what that shit is.
That was your toxic ex, because even at the ending scene, where for some reason they had us shown teen, when you hear their dialogue, She was like, power looks good on you. She was like, everything looks good on me. People on Twitter was just like, why didn't I see that encounter rather than him getting his ass up from being thrown when Rio threw him like, get out of grown folks' business.
Yeah.
That was foreplay.
Look,
to the
Agatha
highest
knew
level.
Agatha knew
this
she wasn't
sounds
no
like you've
goddamn
been through
fighter.
this.
Toxic relationships have that kind of foreplay.
Yeah.
I understand. I tend to spray Raid on the roaches before they get in the house.
Toxic sex is the best.
I bet it is.
It is.
Then you cry and regret after.
Oh God,
but that's not my business.
It's so terrible. You're just like, why did I do this?
Yeah.
Why did he stretch me in ways?
Agatha knew she wasn't no fighter. Agatha was like, look, ho. Why don't you let me get my powers back? So like, we could go toe to toe. Nigga, Agatha knew Agatha ain't been alive for 150, 200 years being no fighter. Agatha's like, bitch, I will take your shit and then move on with life. I'm not gonna fight you. If I can't take your powers, Agatha is a good talker. She can talk her way out of some bullshit to live to take your shit another day. Like, she's not a close combat fighter. This bitch ain't doing what do you call it?
Jiu-jitsu?
That bitch is like, I'm gonna do one of these and I'm gonna take your shit and I'm gonna skedaddle on out of this motherfucker. I'm gonna pippity pap on out of here.
She was over here choking Rio. Rio was like, more.
Baby.
Yeah, that caught me.
Like on the neck.
Yes.
That caught me,
in the closet. What they doing over there? Them bitches that's foreplay for them.
Man. Shit.
Oh boy. That is crazy.
But yeah, man, this has been a fun episode. Jazz,
we got our Link of Thrones, Jason.
Oh, you doing? I didn't expect the Link of Thrones on this.
It's not a panel.
Sure. I should feel like one, but go ahead.
Oh,
look at this. Exactly.
Wait,
no, nobody.
We ain't got to worry about it. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm saying nobody did that.
It's okay.
I didn't even expect it. She.
I remember the last time we did it, I had one with James Earl Jones, but I'll throw one Patti LuPone. If you want to see some big old Italian tays, Patti LuPone is a woman who is not afraid to go topless, bottomless, or otherless in her performances, and there are movies of her even in her younger days.
Oh no, but Patti is Broadway. She is
she is. If it's the part, sometimes I think it don't have to be a part. She will strip.
Which project of hers do you have, Anthony? So I can put that down, and y'all go ahead and get y'all Link of Thrones, because Anthony pretty much set the tone that y'all need to go ahead and get y'all person together.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna let you earn those tay-tays, but check her out in one of my all-time favorite shows as a kid. It was called Life Goes On. It had become a joke with the Gen Xers in a very horrible way, but she plays a mother of who's the matriarch of a family, and one of her kids has Down syndrome. If you ever heard of the name Corky, that's
yes.
Yeah.
My mom used to love that fucking show. Yes.
And she, I believe, also sang the theme song, which is also a Beatles song. Ogladi, oglada, life goes on. Oh, da, 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 life goes on. So she's a part of that chorus who sang the theme song. So that's the first time I was introduced to Patti LuPone, and I've always loved her ever since. But she does have some big old tays.
All right.
And they do sit up for a 70-year-old woman. I'm sorry if I'm misaging her, but
I think she's about that.
Yeah.
Helene, do you have your Link of Thrones?
Oh, since I get to go before everybody else, I'm gonna go. So, I mean, is it really a Link of Thrones? Because I thought she was somebody else at first. So the girl that plays Jennifer Kane, I really thought at first that she was
not even
the other Vanessa Williams. Like when I first saw her face, I thought she was the other Vanessa Williams. And I was like, but I
can see it.
The other Vanessa Williams is like 60. That can't be her. So I'm like, I don't know anything else that she's been in, but I will say, of course, the lead actress, was it Catherine Hahn? She's the best friend. She's always the quirky kind of best friend-y role in everything I've ever seen her in.
Miss,
So like
Miss Miller, what was that thing?
Oh yeah, We Are the Millers.
We Are the Millers, yeah.
Mhm.
So like probably like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. She was like, wasn't she the boss in that?
Are you? Did you pick two movies? You say two different movies or just one?
Well, they said
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm just
one,
making
and then
sure
I
because I.
said one. I didn't say the
Okay.
other one.
Okay. That's Michael. That's disrespecting this segment right now. Okay, I got. Michael, what's your Lincoln Throne, brother? This is you pick an actor or actress, and then you just put us onto a project that they are in or going to be in.
So you have
Just one person.
all right. I'm a two. Oh, so Joe Locke's actually in the play. I forgot he's gonna be in the play soon. I forgot what the name of the play is gonna be. But he's going to Broadway. Um
Okay.
and stuff. So yeah, that's the next project he has coming up.
Oh, cool.
But yeah,
Oh, it
that's
says Sweeney Todd,
yes, there it
the
is. There
demon.
you go.
Oh,
Thank you.
nice.
Sweeney
There you
Todd,
go.
the demon barber of Fleet Street. Huh.
Yeah.
Got you.
So,
Jazz.
Johnny
for
Depp
him.
is crying in his shit-filled bed.
Is he?
Not really.
I
I'm
am
just throwing it
going
out
to
there.
select Miles Gutierrez. I probably fucked his entire name up, but he was.
Gutierrez?
Yep, him right there. He was Eddie. He was in Smile 2, which we
Oh,
reviewed last week. Y'all check out
Wait, who that-
episode
That's why.
126.
That's why she was so persistent in making sure we had a link of motherfucking Thrones.
Oh,
Is that who
Um,
you have?
Oh,
It's not. I didn't have one because I thought we was done with this shit. I got David Lingle. He was in
okay.
Hysteria. This was
Hmm.
the guy that was the fake cop in this show. He was also in One Division.
Okay. Wasn't he the police captain
He was.
in
He was.
Agatha telling her to go
Yeah.
home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Telling her to
oh
go home.
yeah.
Eat my ass. I was like, please.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
The fact that Rio laughed at
Oh,
that,
man.
Rio was like, I missed that.
I missed it. Yes.
Oh boy.
Um.
I will say before I know y'all want to wrap it up. The shot of Rio as Mistress Death, where it's half of Aubrey's face, but the rest is skull,
This guy, yeah.
was
Mhm.
so
That shit
cool
is
as
dope.
hell.
Yeah, that was a fire
'Cause
shot.
the way
yeah,
she
it's
turned,
prosthetic. It's prosthetic.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it reminded me of? The Evil Dead poster. The original Evil Dead poster, well, the second one, which I think was Dead by Dawn, with the fate with the skull with the human eyes in it. That's what she kind of reminded me of. Because the original Evil Dead is the one where they pulling them down to hell, but that's what it reminded me of. And once again, Aubrey Plaza can do no wrong.
No, when I saw it, I instantly almost thought like, y'all play Mortal Kombat, I would think.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
but like, what's her name with the fucking the one that's like Baraka.
Melina.
Melina.
Yes.
Yeah, because I saw that piece and I was like, what the fuck is like it took me a minute. I had to go back and look and I was like, I didn't know if it was something, and then I was like, oh, it's a skeleton. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, because
But
that's
it was
when she
giving
told
me
Billy.
Melina vibes at first.
Yeah, because that's when she told Billy, you can leave. And Billy just went,
no, you may go.
Oh. Yeah, you may go. Excuse me. The way Billy looked at her.
He like bitch ass.
Would have been scared as fuck. Like, I'm leaving. All right. I'm out of
Oh
here.
man. That would have been crazy if he'd have gave us some of Jennifer's beauty potions. Like, you might want to use this. You're looking a little dry.
Did you see when they resurrected that when they resurrected Rio and she was sitting there talking to him and she was just petting that spider
Yeah.
on her shit like this, and then she went to go talk and she's like, okay, I'm gonna put it in my shirt now, and then she just kept and she did that little bop down the road like she was on the fucking Wizard of Oz. That shit was fucking hilarious, and I'm like, I can't.
It was.
I don't know. Aubrey Plaza is just that dry funny to me, but she's funny as shit. Like, and I don't even think she intentionally is trying to be funny. That's, I guess, what makes her funny.
Yeah. Because when she was just like, so what do we do next? They looking at her like, bitch, we gotta figure this out. She just
don't know. Like the shit was a legit game to her. She was like, I'm just here having fun. What's gonna happen to me?
It's like even when oh my God, I guess we will never finish. I need to be quiet. But I'm gonna say this. It's even when the part when they were in the recording studio and Agatha turned the
she
PA
turned that
system
goddamn
on.
Yes. So I didn't
and she's
understand
telling everybody.
Because what did that scene do for the story, I guess? Because they kind of knew that anyway.
What was that?
Well, they didn't know what Rio was there for. That's what it was. Because when Rio told her, hey, you know what I'm here for. You'll get your bodies. And then Agatha went click to kind of make everybody look at Rio.
Look at Rio.
But what did that do for the story though?
When it got recontextualized,
nothing.
When you recontextualize it, Agatha didn't press the button. It was death. Like, am I correct? Like, when you look at it from Rio's point of view,
I thought it was Agatha.
No, it was definitely Agatha.
Man, run it back.
I'm gonna watch it again, but
it was Agatha.
It was right. No, you got to run back you got to run back episode 7 though.
I run back everything, Jason. Because Rio because Rio looked down, was like, oh, I see what you did, bitch. I see what you did. Like,
Agatha went, oops.
Right.
Everyone knows now. And she just goes, yeah, but that's not gonna stop.
Because why would I guess for me, why would they re-show it again and make it be Agatha? Because it wouldn't make sense for her to do it, like for it to show her being the one that did it. It makes way more sense for it to be Rio.
I see what you're saying, for Rio to make for everybody to realize Agatha ain't never changed. She's still a conniving, scheming ass bitch.
Exactly.
And y'all are all gonna be coming home with me in the end.
Did they? Because they see it went on the road. They went down the road to trust her.
And plus, Rio even asked her. She was like, "Who are these people? Like, who are these bitches with you?" So Rio asked her. She was just like, "Oh, these are my new best friends." Because she was like, because she was looking like, bitch, why you ain't killed them yet? I need my bodies. What did you do?
Yeah.
She said you came too early.
Why was she so dependent on Agatha for bodies? This nigga here. Why was she so dependent on Agatha for bodies? Like, motherfuckers ain't dropping dead every 2 seconds. Because Agatha was supposed to have been dead. That's why. Going back to my point at the top of the episode, when I told Micheal she was supposed to have died when she had that baby. But if she's bringing you bodies, why do you need her dead for real? Because you ain't doing what you promised me. You stopped. What was the promise? To keep killing these people for me. She has, but I think she was killing people. No, she ain't. She stopped for 3 years. She stopped because she was in. But that wasn't her fault. Whoa! I don't care if I give you some dope and you run away with my dope and I can't find you for 3 years and I finally find you, Jason, because I seen you on Westview News on TV. That's just how that's how that happened. If you give me dope and I get locked up for 3 years and I finally get out and I'm on probation and I still got your dope. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to sell it because I was locked up. Now I'm free now, so now I can get you your bodies. Did I not get you your bodies? You got Sharon, you got Alice, you got Lily. Did you not get your bodies? Jazz. For somebody that loved The Wire, you know I'm gonna shoot you in your head when you get out of jail because why you ain't got my money? You go ahead and do all that, but you still not gonna get your bodies. Y'all, it don't matter. I want you now. Not on Joe Biden's internet. Not on Joe Biden's internet. Y'all gonna make. I was about to say, y'all gonna make Micheal break out his belt. Get his belt out. Get your belt out because they need it. It's because I wanted my money. I need my money. It's been 3 years. I'm getting you your money. I need to go ahead and get these bodies. You should have already had it, Jazz. You know I was locked up. That's not my problem. You got locked up. When she was able to rip through herself, and she saw Agatha stripped down to her nakedness. She helped her get back to herself. Like, hey, that's a toxic lover right there. They're sitting there just like, you know who you are. Rip all that off, and you just watching her get naked. Like, it's crazy. But yes, Lord. Episode 127, talking ish. We appreciate y'all, Mike. Thank you for having us. We appreciate you as well, brother. Last week, episode 126 was Smile 2. We reviewed that with Mr. Ivy. He also has a short film out. What's it called? Purple and Blue. But next week, we're going to do Penguin. We're doing the Penguin. So we will, once that finishes up, we're gonna get into some Batman talk. I might be in this bitch with a cowl. I don't know. Got my light. Jason gonna jump on with a mask on. I'm be like, y'all see this shit? Y'all see exploring the realms of white privilege. Wait, before we log off, Helene, you with me? Down, baby, down the road. That shit is on Spotify on repeat on my shit. Down the road, down the witch's road. Down the road, down the witch's road.
You're not gonna join in. You left me hanging. That's
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
You
got.
could have said you was gonna join in.
We're not about to.
I got my. I got the bit.
internet.
Right, Michael even dancing for real. Down, down the road.
Yeah, that shit is on repeat on my shit.
Look, Mike. Look, we gonna Mike will be fine, Mike, for a week because he's gonna be a damn circle to open up under him. He's just gonna fall through it. He's like, what
because that shit been on. Like it been on my Spotify all week.
You ain't even join in. You supposed to be the backup. Like what's going on?
No, there's no backup.
No, Helene, we talked about it before the episode.
I did, but I'm not singing for the world. The world don't need to hear that.
Mike ready and everything. Ah, damn.
I was gonna hit the Sharon.
Jason, you gonna jump in?
Down
the witch's road. Come on. Down the witch's road.
Down. Rain down on me. No.
Whoa.
They not like us. They not like us.
I was like, no.
Down the witch's road.
I ain't false flagging. I was seriously sitting there going, wait a minute, we going down the road or we easing down the road? Because if we easing down the road,
he's on down.
Nah, they doing down the road to back that ass up.
Girl, you're a little good. Dancing like all the black dead people from Beetlejuice.
Oh my God! Don't bring that back up.
Players?
Don't bring that back up, dog.
Wait.
Soul Train.
I did not see Beetlejuice, so they have a black joke in it.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
Oh, you haven't seen Beetlejuice?
It's a big ass black joke.
No, seriously, big afros and everything. Come on the Soul Train.
Y'all be sure to check out our Beetlejuice review.
There's no niggas in the episode in it except one time, and you know what? No, it's twice.
Yeah.
All right, but I appreciate y'all, Jazz. This is What's Good the podcast. I am one half. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And she's going to hell for this movie. Until next time, people. Deuces.
Cheers.
Rest easy.